Hello guys, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Elisabeth Morris and I am a student at Piedmont Technical College. I am currently in my third semester in the ADN program. I am originally from Mexico. I was brought here to the States when I was 8 years old by my parents. They came to the United States to work as migrant workers back in the 80s. Needless to say, I was very scared to be here in this new country. I knew no English. We arrived to a small city in Florida called Palaca, and I went to a school where there was not one Hispanic student, there was no teacher that spoke Spanish, and I was like, oh my goodness. So, needless to say, I had to learn how to speak English and write English in 2.5 years for me to be able to communicate in small things like, can I use the restroom? So I learned it quick, and very quick. And I got through school until I was 12 in that school, and then one of my uncles decided to move to Saluda, to the small town of Saluda, to open up a church where Hispanic people would congregate. So my mother and us, we said, well, let's go help him out, in his church. And when we got to Saluda, there was maybe like 3 Hispanic families, and it was very, very awkward. It was like, what are we gonna do here? I mean, we're just so odd. So we got there, and it was different, but we fell in love with Saluda, and we decided to call that place our home. So we have settled there, and I don't think we're going anywhere anytime soon. I always knew I wanted to go to college, and that was my goal growing up, going to high school. I went to Saluda High. But nobody in my family had ever been to college, so nobody in my family really said, you got to do this, this is good for you. Nobody really encouraged me, so I just, I didn't go as soon as I finished high school. But I always told myself, yo sí puedo, which means I can do it in Spanish. So I told myself, yo sí puedo, I can go to college. In 2009, I had my first child, and his name is Jason. And I love him more than life itself. And when he was 2 months old, he got sick with meningitis. And he was in Greenwood and got medevac to Columbia. And that was a very scary moment. And the treatment that the doctors and the nurses gave to my child just reinforced the fact that, yes, this is what I want to do. I want to become a nurse. I wanted to say that really said to me, I'm not going to quit trying until I am that nurse that takes care of sick patients one day. As soon as I paid my car off in 2009, by working 2 jobs, the first thing I said, I'm going back to school. I enrolled at the Piedmont Technical College in the Saluda campus. I had no idea how college life was and how it worked. All I knew is that I wanted to do it. And that's what my heart wanted to do. So my first week at college hit me like a brick. I was like, oh my goodness, I cried many times that week. I said, what am I doing? I remember talking to an advisor, telling her, I want to go to the nursing program. And she said, well, there's a wait in the nursing program. And I said, well, I told myself, I'm going to do the best that I can. So I told myself again, yo sí puedo. Before I even realized, I was getting accepted into the nursing program, and I didn't even have to wait a semester due to my good grace and my hard effort of trying really hard, telling myself, yo sí puedo. I work as a part-time pharmacy technician in the small town of Saluda, and I love my job. I love the people I work with, and I also work as a part-time interpreter for the courthouses. When I started working at the pharmacy, I was tempted to go to pharmacy school at one time because, they make a lot of money, and I said, well, But my desire to become a nurse was a lot stronger than that. So then my pharmacist suggested, okay, well, if you want to be a nurse so bad, go to nursing school and become a nurse practitioner, and we'll open up a minute clinic here in Saluda. I said, well, that's great. So I'm going to make my promise to him, and I'm not going to quit studying until I become a nurse practitioner. And just being at Piedmont Tech is just the beginning of what I want to do with my life. I want to use my bilingual skills to help the Hispanic culture and also the American people. I plan to be the best nurse that I can be, to never stop learning, and to be able to tell a young girl, a young mother, or an elderly person one day who wants to become a nurse, that you can do anything you want to do. As long as you got the drive and the desire, you never stop trying, you can do it. I want to thank every instructor I have had at Piedmont Tech, because they have taught me with their abilities, every ability they have had possible. For everyone who has given me the funds to continue with my dream, because if it would not have been for those funds and for the good start that I had at the new Saluda campus building, I may have gotten discouraged and said, well, I think this is kind of hard driving here and there. So the start that I got in Saluda was great for me, and it helped me and encouraged me some more, say, yes, I can do this. This can be done. And I know that one day I'll be able to give back to the community, the city, or the state by becoming a well-trained nurse practitioner. I also want to thank the faculty and the staff for being so supportive. I am proud to be an ambassador for Piedmont Tech, and by becoming an ambassador, I have been able to tell other students, yes, you can do it. The resources are there. You just have to look for them. And I promise you, you're going to get through that hard class. Piedmont Tech has so many resources that I didn't know were there. They have so many resources available, from financial aid to lottery assistance to scholarships to the awesome Starbucks coffee that keeps many of us going every day and definitely keeps me going every day. I want to end by saying that Piedmont Technical College was nothing that I thought it would be. I once thought that when I started college, I was going to be on my own, but I was wrong. I have found so much support at Piedmont Tech from friends, instructors, and classmates that I thank God the day I stepped into that new Saluda campus and said, I want to enroll here to study. I am proud to be a Piedmont Technical College student, and one day I'm going to be that nurse practitioner that says, yes, I started my career at Piedmont Technical College. Yo lo hice, which means I did it, and so can you.